Hey, excuse me. Need some help?
No, I'm good.
Let me take a look.
You know anything about cars?
No, not really.
The Old Man and the Gun is the true story of Forrest Tucker, a gentleman who in the 70s and 80s, or really from the 30s all the way to the 2000s, spent his life robbing banks, getting caught, breaking out of prison, robbing more banks, getting caught again, continuing to break out of prison, and he just kept that pattern going all the way until he died in 2005. The New Yorker article, which was called The Old Man and the Gun, written by David Grann, was just one of those stories that's too good to be true. And so it captivated me purely on the narrative level, but the idea of making this movie with Robert Redford was just too good to pass up. It was the quintessential Robert Redford character right there on the page. I just wanted to have fun for once. I've made a lot of really serious movies. Even my Disney movie was the saddest Disney movie ever. And so with this film, I just really wanted to make something that would make people smile. Hal Ashby is someone who I love and for some reason didn't think about at all while I was making this movie. But in retrospect, definitely he was on my mind. More obviously than that, though, is Robert Altman. Robert Altman is someone who I think about a lot. He's one of my favorite filmmakers. Monty Hellman, who made Two Lane Blacktop, that was a film that I thought about a lot. The early Redford movies that Michael Ritchie made, like Downhill Racer and The Candidate. And then stranger choices like Wes Anderson's Fantastic Mr. Fox was a huge influence on this. I really wanted to make a live-action version of the Fantastic Mr. Fox, starring Robert Redford as the Fox.
5 states,
93 robberies.
in 2 years.
You think you can catch him?
Yeah, I won't lie. I'd love to slap the cuffs on him myself. So I hope I get the chance.
Try another city, baby.
Working with Robert Redford is surprising in that he instantly helps you set aside your notions of him as a movie star until he's on camera and he becomes a movie star again. He really has a wonderful way of just being that other guy hanging out on set, reading the New York Times in the chair over in the corner, until you need him to be Robert Redford with a capital R, walking in front of the camera and becoming the legend that you know him to be. He does so many things. He directs, he produces, he has Sundance, he has all the environmental causes that he's involved with. And so for him, he has a very full life, and acting is one small part of that. But for us as the movie-going public, certainly as a fan, I hope that he acts again because I want to keep seeing him on the screen. I mean, this entire cast was filled with legends and heroes of mine, and part of the reason I cast them was because I just wanted to spend time with them. So getting to just hang out with Tom Waits, and you know, my producers took him guitar shopping. I didn't get to go on that trip, but hearing just the stories that they were able to take him guitar shopping for several hours and listen to him play songs, trying out different guitars, that's the type of thing that you just don't get a chance to do, especially with Tom Waits. With Sissy, it was really getting to put her and Bob in a room together for the first time. They had never worked together, they had never met, and it just seemed like criminal to me that this was the first time that they were getting to share screen together. And so getting to direct them in a scene and seeing that chemistry come to life, and then as a director having to go in and say, hey guys, you need to tamp it down a little bit. It's a little bit too intense, too quickly, too early on. You need to not like each other so much, so quickly. It was kind of hard to do because it was so fun to just watch them enjoy each other's company.
What did you say you do?
Well, that's a secret.
And why is that?
Well, because if I told you, you probably wouldn't want to see me again.
Who said I was going to see you again?
Would you?
I cannot help but like Forrest Tucker. I can't approve of what he does, and I don't condone breaking the law or using a firearm to accost people over their hard-earned money, but at the same time, the spirit with which he goes about doing those things, there's something admirable about it. Ultimately, crime doesn't pay, but I imagine that there's some degree of fun to be had in doing it.